Well,
about Twitter.
Saying it's not
sustainable. Correct.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's what I'm saying. It's not bad. I mean, I just retweeted like Jill Hammer. She said I got it the best gift from John McAuden, however you pronounce his name. Thank you, XXL. Well, you know, she's just doing a thank you back to him. I don't know who he is, but if he was a friend of mine, I might go read their chain, you know, of how they're replying back and forth if I really care enough, right? So in a way, you're saying that you're able to keep up with this person and kind of know what's happening with his life, because when you see his tweets come across, you read them, and you don't have to reply to him, but you're keeping up with his life, and that's what social networking is all about. Like you say, you don't really have time to call everybody personally and say, well, let's say I went on a cruise, and I did this, that, and the other thing. You know, hell, if you really care about me, if you really want to keep up with my life, you know, go watch my videos, go read, you know, go look at my tweets. There's lots of information I post out on the net, right? And Karen, Spricket24 just posted something that I retweeted. Let's see. She said, Karen Alloy said at Zipster8, I bitched about your prohibition on my last recorded blog TV show last night. Ha! I urged people to write letters. So anyway, you know, I don't know what's going on there, but if Karen and Zipster are, you know, having any kind of to do, there may be, you know, some fuel where there's fire, you know, kind of mentality. You don't know. You know, you got to, if it sparks your interest, there's nothing wrong with the way. But I guess what really irritates me more than the people doing, you know, I'm getting on a plane or the things you were kind of bitching about earlier, is the people that are just flat out, all they ever throw out are marketing messages, right? I mean, it's not about them, it's come by from me. You know, that's a bigger turn off in my eyes.
Marketing messages are a big turn-off, and people who are twitting because they don't know what else to twit, they're saying something completely pointless because they don't know what else to twit, are the two extremes. There's the people that are just saying completely uninteresting things, and then there's the people that are doing nothing but selling something. So if you're trying to figure out, well, what do I twit and how do I twit? Well, if you hear something funny on TV or you're enjoying a show, twit. I'm really loving this episode of Lost and whatever. You know, people were twitting about the awards last night and whose dresses were cool and not cool, and that was a big Twitter chatter thing. Or one of the things that my friend Les does is if he sees a website that's somehow inspiring or interesting or whatever he wants to share, he'll just say, wow, just found a really cool website with great photos on it or something, boom, and he'll paste the URL in there. And if you're interested in seeing a website with great photos, then you go see it, and if you're not, then you don't. But I get all kinds of web links. So yeah, just if you run across a cool website, you know, maybe hang around Dig and find new websites and, you know, paste them out there and just say, hey, here's a really cool website, and, you know, whatever. That, you know, twit something like that. That's a good way to learn to start.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah, just one more thing. I don't think we talked about the statistics that you get in Tweet Later, but I'm looking at one of ours right now. It just says they last checked it an hour and 18 minutes ago in the past 24 hours, and we've followed 31 new followers, sent out direct messages to 31 people, and unfollowed one person. So that means one person unfollowed us, so we unfollowed them.
Right.
So that's pretty cool.
Yep, and 31 I think beats my number. I think so far the max I've seen has been about 28 a day. But still, you know, you build up 20, 30 people a day. What's that? 10 days, you know, and you're up to you got 300 more subscribers. It's huge. So you're kind of on a roll right now. I've kind of gone, you know.
They doing this almost on an hour and a half schedule. These reports.
What, did they upgrade their server yesterday? Because I think mine's telling me that the next check would be in like 12 hours or something. But
they must have, because of all this new e-commerce stuff that they put in there. They charging for all these services.
Right.
Professional. They must have upgraded.
Well, it should show us on the auto stats tab. I'm looking now. let's see. It says last check for new follow 16 minutes ago. Followed 10 new people on DallasTube. Next scheduled to run 2 hours and 42 minutes. So it looks like now they're running every 3 hours instead of every 12. Cool. But yeah, now they've got it every 3 hours. Like Saturday.
You can press a button there that says, "Hey, tweet later. Check for new followers right now," and they give you a report within 5 minutes.
Well, and that will force your auto follows and your other thing to come out. But every 3 hours is certainly acceptable in my book too. But every 12 was getting a bit, laggish.
Yeah, that's so what if it's laggish. That's just a few hours. It doesn't have to be so real.
Agreed. At least it automatically does it.
Yeah. So let me see. Check for new followers right now. Oh, I can only check once every 30 minutes because I know I've got several new followers. I'm getting, everybody's just, following me. It's, really cool. I guess because I followed all those people and whatever, but I'm getting followed like crazy right now. A lot of new people show up in my inbox. Here I got 1, 2, 3 more in the last minute. There's all emails, three more followers in the last minute.
Isn't that fun? I mean, your email gets overridden, with people coming. Did you take a look at my link on YouTube Gatherings that threw out there a few minutes ago in the chat room, Jerry? Because I really, suggest. Huh?
No.
Okay. Well, take a look at the page. There's nothing, to write home about. But again, I just threw some HTML out in a forum topic, on some social network, obviously my own, and then invited people to it. But again, that's what you want to do. You want to be throwing these little tidbits out that then say go to, TweetGetter and sign up under me, right?
Okay, yeah, that's actually how I signed up under you at the beginning of the show. I went to that page and clicked on it.
I got you. Okay, cool.
Now,
anyway, no big deal.
That webpage layout and your marketing approach, but the paging works.
Right, at least I didn't fat finger the link. That would really suck, when you you just got marketing.
But at the very least, your click here to get started needs to be bigger, bolder, brighter, and attention-getting, because nowadays we're just still the coaching out here because other people hear this show too. The coaching is you've got a graphic for TweetGetter at the top and bottom of the page. But those could be mistakenly ignored, banner ads or something like that, okay? So listen to me, okay? People could go to this page. They usually scroll down and look for the content, and graphics in the top and the bottom will typically get ignored as being ads because people have learned to tune out banner ads. So if somebody looks at your ad, only thing other than those graphics to click on is that tiny little piece of less justified text down there at the bottom. Hardly a call to action, because you just assume that people will know that what you're talking about is these banners at the top and the bottom, and that's a bad assumption. What you really need is a great big bold thing, click here to get started, that's super, super bold, bright, red, underlined, the whole bit, so nobody can miss it. And this 100% white red, I can't even be read.
Dude, I